Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to change a tire with just a few simple tools. We got a hammer, pry bar, and a couple screwdrivers. First, you're going to need a valve stem tool though. You got to take the valve stem out. If you don't have a valve stem tool and you plan on replacing it, you can cut the valve stem off. But you have to let the air out of the tire because you'll never break it off of the wheel with the air pressure pushing it against the bead. Going to do that. It's always easier to start on the back of the tire, so while the tire's airing down, let's start with the back bead. We're just going to use a typical farm jack here. It's a cheap one from Rural King, but high lift works. But my buddy borrowed my high lift, so we're using this one today. Get up, or you're going to need a good sturdy bumper on the vehicle that you're planning on using to do this with. So basically, though, you're going to get this started. Get some tension on it first, and you want to get the base of the jack underneath the rim. Always keep a hand on the handle of this jack because it'll boom, 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 and kill you. And always keep your hand guiding on the top of this jack because if it slips off the bumper, it'll shoot straight up in the air and it will jack you up. Pun intended. So you're just going to take it like this, and you're going to apply pressure to the tire to break the bead. Now sometimes I'll be stubborn. You'll have to do this in several places and work your way around. It looks like the bead's about to break. There it went, the bead broke. Now you're going to take it and you want to stomp it off the rim like that to loosen the tire. Okay, let's drop it down. Set that there so we don't drop it all the way down so we ain't going to work it all the way back up. Flip the tire over. Put that there. Now your back bead's always going to be your hardest bead to break. I don't know why. It's bigger. So it's always a little more difficult getting the back bead off than it is the front bead. Alright, let's get that started. Get the base of the jack right under the edge of the rim, and you want to push it in a little bit as you start it. A little oil will go a long way on this jack. But like I said, see, the front bead usually breaks simply easy, okay? Now your beads are broke, that's your hard part. Just release the jack, get it out of the way. You want to start by stepping down on the wheel and get your bar down in here. And the idea is to keep the tire down in the center of the rim because the rim's skinnier in the center. Start that up over, and then you're just going to take a bar and walk it around. Just like that. You'll get used to it. You do a couple of them. You get fast at them. Once you get about halfway, you don't hold it down in the center anymore, and your tension will be off. All right, once you do that, and turn it this way, you're going to take your longer bar, stick it in here at the top, and you're going to pry the tire back like this. That's where you want to be careful because this bar can fly out and hit you in the head, so make sure you got your hand on it. Take your hammer and knock your tire off the bead. This is a little stubborn because it's rusty, but it's going. There you go. Bar slipped out. Get another bite. We about got it. And there you go. Tire's off the bead. To put the tire on the bead, and take the tire, you have to start it on the front face of the wheel. Start the tire down on an angle. Walk the tire around. I mean, sometimes a little bit of dish soap or something will help with lube, but once you get the tire started, you're going to take the hammer like this and just knock your bead on. I don't care about this wheel, or if I did, I'd be more careful. Okay, once you get the bead back on, now you're going to take your bar and your screwdriver again. You want to start the wheel down underneath, down into that groove, and walk it a little bit with your feet to hold it underneath. And then walk it around. So you see, we almost got it. You want to take smaller bites. If you got a little screwdriver, take smaller bites. I have tire spoons, but they don't seem to work as good. Make sure you're down over your bead, over your center of your wheel. One more, and it's on. And there you go. Beads changed. I'm going to put the valve stem back in because my air chuck won't air a tire up without a valve stem in it. Let's roll it over here and we'll seat the bead real quick. Oh, make sure my air's on. All right. You want to be careful when you air these up. Don't put your fingers in the bead. Get your fingertips down in between that tire and the bead. When it seals, it's going to take your fingertips off. There went the back sealed. There's the front sealed. It's sealed up. Check your air pressure. You're good to go. I hope it helps, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.